not a writer.
Okay.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah. If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Oh, don't you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
This is the movie for those who.
What we do here is go back.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
But I promise you, baby, I'll always be
What's up, Mecha Army? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha, and tonight we are rocking the Reapers. Shit's gonna get evil, you guys. Anyway. If you had seen the 30-minute out image on the good old social medias, you know what I mean. But first, man, it's been an insane week. Crazy, even. So, yesterday, man, you know, I was so damn tired. I just could not do it. I just could not do it last night, dude. I fell out. God, I passed out maybe at about 9:30. And I didn't wake up until 6:30 this morning when my alarm went off to get the kid ready for school. So, yeah, needless to say, it was a very sleep-filled night, which I think I definitely needed. But, hey, what are you going to do, right? We're back here tonight, ready to kick some ass. Yeah. But like I said, man, it's been a crazy week. So the second Mecha Decal sheet design is done. Looks good. I think you guys are going to like it. It is definitely is different from sheet 1, but it's still the same aesthetic. Still the same aesthetic. It's still, you can still use it with all the other good decals, right? But there's going to be some goodies on here that you guys did not see on the first decal sheet. Mainly, let me just give you a few goodies, right? So we got numbers for funnels, right? We've got propellant tank signage, yeah. And we've also got some other cool looking different style decals. So I think you guys will really like these. I think you'll get, really, really dig them. Kurt Hilla says, nice, what's the estimate for this release? Honestly, I'm not sure 100% yet. The different colors and the different scales are in the hands of Cartograph. So we're just basically waiting on an invoice from them. These have yet to be submitted. So I sent these out to a few kind of choice people to get opinions on and feedback. And I did get some really great feedback. People that, I trust their, design expertise, if you will. And I got some good feedback. Changed a few things up for the better. And I think this sheet is very solid. Very solid. Yeah. So once we get it submitted to Cartograph, I'm guessing a month later at that point. So to be on the safe side, a month and a half from now. Let's just, be safe. Yeah? To be safe. Could be earlier. Who knows? But I think they look really, really good. Like I said, different style stuff is on there, and I think you guys will be very pleased with the continuation of the Mecha Decal series. So, yeah. Bry Guy says, make sure your caution signs are spelled correctly. Yeah, not Kanshin. Yeah. That's the one thing that I have kind of obsessed over with these decal sheets is the spelling, right? Especially the word caution, because it shows up so damn much, right? I would sometimes spell it C-U-A-T-I-O-N, and then I caught myself, and especially with the first one, I had to fix a ton of decals before they went out, but yeah, they're C-A-U-T-I-O-N. So, yeah. that's that was a big thing. That was a big thing. But yeah, so that's fun, right? That's fun. So this morning, like I said, I got up about 6:30. Got dressed, got the kid ready for school, the whole 9 yards, or at least made sure she was up and fed and all that good stuff. And kind of sat down here to my workbench, and I worked a little bit, and turned on the good old Instagram. And who do I see that was live? Was Giant Mega Robo and Mr. Roboto, right? So I'm like, well, shit, it's been a while since I caught one of their 5 a.m. builds. It's about 7, a little after 7 here. So, for them, they had just started. So I jumped on and talking to the boys and everything. And Giant Mega Robo was like, Tim, I'd love to see, the studio walkthrough to kind of see what, you got going. He was asking questions about the overhead camera and stuff like that. So I was just like, yeah, dude, let's do a walkthrough tonight. I'll tune in. So Mega, if you're out there, chime in, buddy, because this one's for you. But honestly, a few other people have asked to kind of see the studio and everything like that too. So we're gonna do that tonight here in just the next few minutes, and hopefully you guys kind of get a better insight of what's going on in this room, right? Excuse me. Let's see. Armored Komodo. Let's talk about that for a second. The boys at Armored Komodo. I talked to them a little bit earlier today, and our good friend. Let's see. Wait a minute. Our good friend Wilson. And you know what? I should probably plug his his Facebook page, right? Let's see. Let me open up another page here real quick so I don't lose anything. Let me because I want to get you the proper spelling. Okay, here we go. All right. So so Wilson's page, and he's amazing, by the way. WilsonPL.art. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't follow Wilson, there's something seriously wrong with you. You know what? Let's go screen share, shall we? Okay, let's do this. Boop. No sound. Sorry. All right. Bear with me. Hang on 1 minute. Let me apply the sound. Okay. Now we got it. Sorry about that, guys. My bad. But anyway, hey. Look at this. Look at this. This is insane. So yeah, so WilsonPL.art. Wilson, like I said, is an absolutely amazing modeler, painter, the whole 9 yards. He uses a ton of Arcom stuff. I mean, look at this foot. I mean, that right there just is a work of art. I'm telling you guys. That's insanely good, right? Insanely good. So, the reason why I am plugging Wilson here is because he created a graphic for the Arcom chroma flares and basically how kind of they work and what is the best way to apply those, you know, to paints and things like that, and varnishes and all that. Now, the style that they sent me, this Yugen, this is the one that required or is suggested the Vallejo metal varnish. And I finally picked this up today from my local hobby store. They finally got this in. So what that means is I get to start experimenting this weekend. I am just stupid excited about it. I can't wait to try these things out because yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So yeah. No sound? What? There should be sound. I'm getting sound. How about now? Anything? Because the sound is showing up. You're good now. Okay, well, I don't know what the hell happened. Anyway. Fucking hell. Okay, so let me just repeat everything that I just fucking said again. Okay, so the Yugen stuff required the Vallejo metal varnish, this stuff, right? Finally got this in from the good old hobby store today. Went and picked it up. So this weekend I get to finally experiment with this stuff, and I'm very excited about it. I was more excited, you know, about 30 seconds ago when I said it the first time, but I'm still pretty excited about it. Anyway, sorry about the sound. It's not one thing, it's another. And then when we go to do this walkthrough and then switch back to the overhead camera, that'll probably cause more issues. I'm just warning you guys right now. Because in my testing today, I can't have the overhead camera hooked up at the same time as the walkthrough camera. I mean, what are you going to do? I don't know. Fun times, right? Hey, Kenneth Sim, by the way, Tim, saw the news regarding the Metal Series 160th new Gundam. Yeah, the $1,000 brick. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I would never buy it. I think that's more for kind of serious figure collectors than anything. It's definitely one of those status pieces, I think, right? I don't need it. I don't want it. Just no. It's not for me. It's not for me. Beautiful, but it's not for me. I'd rather spend that $1,000 on something that, I don't know, mattered. Like, I don't know, getting out to SCGMC or something like that, right? Or doing something else really cool with it, right? Shit, donating it to charity. Something meaningful, right? Hey. That's just me. That's just me. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your hard-earned cash, but that's just me, right? Yeah, Kurt Hill. Like an Apple monitor stand. That's $1,000. What the shit is with that, man? Oh. Apple. I love Apple to death, but sometimes they're just absolutely off their rocker. Absolutely off their rocker. Yeah. Brian, look at that. 1K on my college debt. The Help Brian charity fund. There you go, right? Oh, Man, oh man. Brandon 5269, what's 1K? The brand new, newly announced 1/60th scale metal grade new Gundam. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. Jay Lynch, 1,000 on tools. Yeah. Yeah, you can spend $1,000 on tools. Yeah. Yeah. Why? I mean, why not, right? I mean, you can spend you can spend $1,000 on resin casting gear, and honestly, still have a shit ton of money left over. I mean, let's be honest. You all you really need is about $300, and you're in like Flint, and at that point, and you got like $700 left over to do with what you want. You get a lathe for like 500, a decent little lathe for $500. I don't get it. But mind you, there are people out there that have stupidly expendable income. I'm not going to tell them what to do with their money, but for me in my current monetary position, no go. That is a no go. But hey, you know, Bandai wouldn't be making it if there wasn't a market for it. Fair? I think so. I think that's fair. But yeah. Ransley Clark is over there on Facebook, and he's got a very good point. He says, not interested in anything I don't have to build. I totally agree with that. That is a very solid statement. Yeah. Juan, Mr. Crovero, he's over there on Facebook as well. He says, pay my rent with $1,000. Exactly, right? Shit, I got a mortgage payment. Put $1,000 of that. Still paying off my damn roof. Put $1,000 of that. Pay off my... put $1,000 on one of my car bills. Shit, yeah. But hey, it is what it is. People will buy it. Not a lot, but some. You know, some. Superset 5, just got home from work. What's this I hear about a 1/60th new Gundam? Yeah, dude, it is a metal build 1/60th new Gundam. It ain't a perfect grade or anything like that. So, hold your excitement, everybody. Yeah, it's a 1/60th scale metal grade new Gundam, and it's near $1,000. So, have fun squaring that away. Eesh. Anyway, all right. Let's see. I think we got all the current events covered. Yeah. There'll be more announcements here probably in the very near future about some things that I can't discuss just yet. But yeah, good things are happening. Good things are happening, you guys. Good things are happening. Yes. Oh, what are we doing? We had technical difficulties, and I completely forget the script. Hey, if you guys want one of these cool-ass Grim Reaper shirts, hit up www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts, hats, and bags, and all sorts of other cool stuff on there. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials and stuff we work with here tonight, or the stuff that I show you in here tonight, hit the Amazon link just below here on YouTube and Twitch. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, man, there's a lot of cool stuff in there, already curated, already sourced for you. We got camera gear that you'll probably see here in just a few minutes for streaming. We've got books for inspiration, all that good stuff. I get a small commission based off of the stuff that you buy, so please buy stuff. It does help, and I'll show you why here in a minute. And then after that, if you need model kits, if you need paints, if you need accessories or mecha... Shit. Mecha Decal 001s, if you need that, our amazing friends, right down here, USA Gundam Store, they will definitely hook you up. Adam and all those amazing folks down there, they have what you need. Yeah. Anyway, all right. JD's Gundanium Garage. Tim, are you and USA Gundam gonna do photo etch? It's an interesting question. Honestly, not one that I've thought of. But now that you mention it, we might just have to. I don't know. I mean, it might be worth looking into. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds, man? It's worth a shot. Yeah? It's worth. Well, I should say it's at least worth looking into. How about that? You have my pledge. I'll look into it. I can't guarantee anything, but I'll look into it. So, there you go. Yeah. Good stuff. Good suggestion, JD. Cheers. Oh, man. All right, so, with that being said, let's go on a field trip. What do you guys say? Want to? All right. Let me switch over. Now, if for some reason we do not have sound, please let me know. All right? I tested this beforehand, and I saw the level indicator on the sound move, meaning I getting sound to you. Okay? So here we go. Now, booyah! All right. Please let me know if we have sound. Thumbs up. Do we have sound? Do we have sound? Do we have sound? Please? Waiting. Sound is okay. Gumpa Uruguay. Javier. Thank you. Sound is good. Bill Ruslam. Nice. Awesome. All right. So now that we're good there. Sorvan says not just sound, but no change in it. Actually, the camera is right beside the other one, so it is different. It is different, and I'll show you why here in a moment. All right. So, with that being said, let's proceed on our field trip, shall we? Let's take a look right here first, and I'm gonna pick you guys up. I'll be gentle, I swear. You're in good hands, okay? Here we go. Trust me, you're gonna be fine. We're gonna get through this together, okay? Just breathe, okay? All right, here we go. Oh God, I know it's scary. All right, so here's the current desk situation, right? And now, this is what I look at every night when I talk to you guys. This right here. This is my point of view. Right? Hi. Alright, so, spinning back around here. Freddy, you know that keyboard. Right? Anyway. Got all the tech stuff over here. There's the streaming rig and everything. My soda. Gotta have that, right? This is just kind of temporary, kind of junk stuff that I don't have a place for just yet. This needs to find a home. Panning around this way. Yeah, this is a normal look for the desk. There's that Zaku, right? And this is just kind of parts and stuff. This is the Zaku box. This is kind of the stuff that the parts that I've taken off the Zaku, like the foot, and there's the original back skirt that we're not using anymore. And you guys remember these tanks, right? Yeah, we're not moving these around anymore. We're not using those. There's the old side skirts, all that stuff, right? So Zaku box, that parts that we may use that we're not using. There's the energy cable beads in here. I'm trying to keep the camera upright. I'm not having a good go at it, right? But Zaku box there. Different. Let's see. Let's take a look over here. Yeah. So I made this whole little wall sectional thing right here. And let's see, up at the top, just kind of got miscellaneous spray cans, miscellaneous other stuffs. Those are the little itty bitty drill bits. There's the Zippo lighter fluid and all the decal stuff. Got a box here for, let's see if I can get the lighting a little bit better. It's not gonna go. But rubber gloves there, miscellaneous stuff there, and then you got your plastic down here, right? So strip plastic, rods and tubes, miscellaneous crap over there. Little sandpaper thing that I have to fill up with little bitty pieces of sandpaper, right? You know, your normal mess. I'm sure a lot of you have desks that look like this. Moving on to this area over here. I mean, you guys kind of see this section on the stream all the time, so but you never really quite see the actual shelves themselves, right? Let's get zoomed in a little bit over here. So let's see, down here, old shit, I don't even, I guess old Dremel bits and stuff in here. I hardly ever crack this open, but sometimes I do. Miscellaneous things that I've picked up at the craft stores and stuff like that. Tamiya epoxy putty. Yeah. Let's see. Other just kind of crap in that little toolbox caddy down there. Let's see. On this shelf you have basically your sanding papers and stuff like that. Boxes for my calipers and stuff. And then up here, let's see, we've got circle templates, crappy brushes, and clamps and stuff like that. So nothing crazy going on here, right? You swing over to this side. Now this is kind of where things start to get a little bit interesting, right? You've got, let's see, on the top shelf here, you've got different tapes. You've got different metal bits and stuff like that up here. There's a compass here. Magnets, your X-Acto blades, your straight blades for the chopper, different little metal bits back here and stuff like that. Second shelf, different tools. You got your different little hobby saws here. You've got, let's see, you've got your circle cutter that we use when we start to mask and everything like that. Different wires back there. There's the rigging wire back there, that right there for the Jesta and stuff like that. Different drill bits, blades, all sorts of miscellaneous stuff. And then let's see, let's look over here on this bottom shelf here. These binder clips, miscellaneous plastic shards and bits and stuff like that. And then just kind of different tools and stuff. And then you got your different, here's your metal detail part bin, chisel bin in there and stuff like that. Pretty standard fare, really. Yeah. And then you kind of tilt up, and there's the paint, the OG paint shelf, right? So you've got, let's see what down here. You got all Alclad down here. You've got a couple different glues. You got Tamiya panel lining fluid, your Tamiya weathering master sets, some holdout 1, 2, 3 blocks, plastic magic, yes sir. And then up here you just got your miscellaneous Tamiya colors that I mix with Mr. Color or Mr. Leveling Thinner and stuff. Yeah, and this is actually where all of the original Mr. Color paints were stored before I actually got my my paint rack for $20 at my local hobby store that closed up. So yeah, so this is basically, kind of what I'm working with shelf wise right now. The interesting thing Mr. Roboto really wanted to know was the overhead camera situation, right? So that's, let's see, that's what this all is right here, all right? So overhead camera, here's that new mic that just sounds so crispy and nice. And that's kind of how it's mounted up there. So the mic has one of these tension arms right here, and then the camera is on this awesome foldable light stand that's wall mounted, right? So very, very good setup for me because it gives me the ability to have all of this wide open space and not have to worry about obstruction or anything like that, or having to worry about anything just kind of getting in the way and limiting this area down here, right? So these are just awesome. These two guys right here. This is hardwired into a wall-mounted kind of battery system that I got aftermarket. So this always has power because it's plugged into the wall. Actually, it's plugged into my surge protector. Well, actually, my battery backup, but you guys get the deal. And then, so this is just a USB mic plugged into the camera rig. Up there is just kind of shelf of different parts and stuff. My main light up there, and yeah, there's the screen I look at all the time. So I see you guys chatting over here. This is kind of the main chat window here. Streamlabs OBS, and then I usually have YouTube chat opened up on this side. So that's basically what I'm looking at 3 nights a week. There you go. Fun times, right? So let's swing back over this way, in this direction. Let's keep going around the room, shall we? Let's see, right over here. Look at that. You've got just a shelf, just a mess of shelf over here and at the floor and everything like that. You got a severed Blue Ranger holding on for dear life right here. That's what that is. That was a project that I had in mind several years ago, and it just didn't really go anywhere. His other half is right up there, but he's hanging on for dear life. So yeah, so that's fun, right? So and here, right up here, is the light that shines down onto here, kind of like to light the backup or the background and everything. So that's important. Lighting is important. But different kits and stuff like that. We got some G system resin kits. We got some little Robotech figures that I won years and years and years ago. The Zero Store, or whatever the hell that's called. And then you guys have seen kind of these shelves here, and then back down, and 148 RX-78 AUTAN version G system. Nice. Or as Gary says, noise, right? And then your miscellaneous parts bins and crap down there, right? So, we're going to keep this going around here, but let's see. Let's switch the camera around here. Right behind me usually is the good old spray booth. Bessie. She's vented to the outside into a dryer vent that just basically just sucks everything outside. So yeah, so stickers, chibis, yeah. What's up, Corey? And then speaking of stickers, if you guys have sent me stickers, this is where they end up right here. Yeah. So, just a rack full of stickers from different folks over the time. Right? Yes! Giant Mega Robo's here! Mega, this is for you, man. This is... I've shown the overhead camera and stuff already, so make sure you rewind it. This tour is for you, buddy. So, yeah, so there's the little compressor right there. Good stuff, which feeds into the airbrushes there. Always have safety foremost in your mind. Wear that. I don't honestly wear it nearly enough, but FYI. But there's the spray booth. Big Mama Jamma DIY spray booth, right? Over here, man, just a big old hot mess of everything. You've got, let's see, you've got the mother of all drying racks right there. And there's the Sazabi, there's the Gelgoog. They're going to marry up and form one, right? Resin casting materials and stuff like that. There's the pressure pot, yeah? Clear resin, regular resin, all sorts of containers. Those are very important, yeah? Moving down, drill press. I use that very rarely, but it's good to have in a pinch, yeah? Down right there, those two blue boxes, those are my vacuum forming system, yeah? And that's kind of where the vacuum, this rigid vacuum comes into play. And then there's the HDX, those El Cheapo compressor used to power that guy right there. But yeah, man, look at all those stickers. Look at all the beautiful stickers that people have sent and I've traded with and all that good stuff. Man, just awesome. I can't get over it, right? I can't get over it. But yeah, so really, really good stuff there. Just a bunch of crap lying on the floor and stuff like that. As you can see, models stacked up. Julius Dembski gave me that t-shirt right there. What's up, Sarge? I've been wearing it, and I just kind of... One day I just kind of tossed it over there. I haven't picked it up yet, so... Don't think for a second, Sarge, that I haven't worn it and just kind of threw it there, but I have, so... Even though it's lying there, I have worn it several times. But let's see, over here you've kind of got a DIY shelving unit, and just obviously a ton of models sitting all over here, bins and stuff like that, right? The food dehydrator, that's a big thing for drying out decals and stuff like that. And then over here you've got the good old parts wall, you know, the... what's it called? The pegboard, right? So all the Kotobukiya, Wave, Bandai Builders parts, that's all where they're stored there. Spin back around. There's the door. You've got the photo booth over there, which is being taken up kind of as storage right now. It's got some model storage underneath and bins and stuff like that. More models on the top of it. That's just a kind of a storage closet for other shit. And then just down at the bottom there, let's see if we can get around here. Down here, wood blanks for bases, and my router. My router table is right under there that I pull out sometimes and work on bases and stuff like that. Yeah. So, yeah. So you guys, that's kind of... Oh, and then you got just a little shelf up there for supplies and stuff like that you need over here, you know, on the workbench and stuff. 409 is very good cleaner. This stuff right here, the 3M contact adhesive, very important when making base blanks and stuff. Always have some paper towels at the ready. Trust me, if you don't have them in your studio or your room, get one of these. It's like $3 or $4 at the grocery store or Home Depot or something like that. Put it on your wall. Have paper towels. They come in very, very handy. And let's see, and then just real quick, kind of under the desk, look at that. More models. Wow. And yeah, there's the Dremel hanging off the desk there. One more time back around on the desk. Oh yeah. So this right here, this bar, I got this at IKEA. They were having a clearance sale on this. This was 25 cents at IKEA. This was back a couple years ago, mind you, so they probably don't have them in stock anymore. But if you can find a bar like this, perfect for holding your nippers and pliers and all sorts of other different cool stuff, right? So, very, very handy. Just mount that to the wall, pop it back, pop your nippers and stuff on there, and it's awesome, right? Let's see, anything else? Oh, yeah, Giant Mega Robo. This one's for you, man. Right here. This is the articulated arm you guys were talking about earlier this morning. Right here. This guy. As you can see, I have a phone stand attached to it. You can put basically whatever you want. This phone stand is really nice. It turns and all that good stuff. So I have this old iPhone that I don't use anymore, but it still works. Like that, right? And when I was watching you guys, this is what I was watching you guys on. Right here. This phone. And then you've got the dot up here for assistance and all that good stuff, right? So, yeah, so I got one there, and then one up there to hold the light, too. Because, let's see, they have these cool little clamping mechanisms here that can basically clamp on almost anything. And this knob right here tightens and loosens, and if you loosen it up, this whole arm you can kind of bend into whatever, you know, orientation that you want, right? But then once you tighten it up, the whole thing becomes stiff, and it's just awesome. These things are great. You can spend a lot of money on these, or you don't have to spend a lot of money at all. This right here, this big one, and this one over here, these both are the same size. I think these were maybe 15 to 20 bucks on Amazon. I have a much smaller one that I have kind of the same phone stand on, and actually have it out in the other room where I do my office work and stuff like that, and I just hold my phone on it just during the day. So it keeps it off. It keeps it off the table, and it's just perfect. So yeah, these are the arms that you guys were referencing earlier this morning. That's it. Yep. So there we go. All right. So with that being said, one last go around here. Let's pull back here. That's the desk. That's what I look at pretty much every day, right? There's the overhead rigs. Everything there. Spinning around. There's the old paint shelf. There's the little shelves. There's that corner unit that I made to hold miscellaneous crap. There's the old wire shelf racks here that I've had for years and years and years. Spinning around even more. We've got the let's see, the compressor. I know Gary asked what actually not a compressor, spray booth. But I know Gary asked what compressor this is. This is an old Sparmax compressor. And I've had this thing for, maybe 15 years at this point. Maybe more. Who knows? But a long time. Long time. So, spinning around. You got this long workbench with a ton of storage underneath here, right? All sorts of stuff. All sorts of cool stuff. So there we go. That, my friends, that's a studio tour. Or a walkthrough, or whatever you want to call it, right? So, hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. I wanted to, hopefully, I was gentle enough carrying you guys around. I know it's scary. We're about done. So, calm down. All right, here we go. Now, we're going back to camera 1. Don't be afraid. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. So, with that being said, you guys, let's get this thing unplugged, because like I said, the overhead camera doesn't work when this thing is plugged in, right? So, excuse me. Let me get the cannon fired up here real quick, you guys, and then we'll kind of show you what status the Zaku is in. Now, like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed that, right? I will be honest, that was mainly for Giant Mega Robo. Simply because he asked this morning, kind of to see the setup and everything, right? So, I told him, hey, watch tonight, and we'll walk you around, right? So there you go. So, Robo, hopefully you got what you needed out of that. If you have any questions, man, hit me up. Because I'll be happy to answer any questions that you got, man. So, alright. So, we're going to switch to camera 2. Hopefully this doesn't fuck up. We'll see, right? Fingers crossed. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hopefully, hopefully you guys can still hear me. But, so Mega, like you saw, the overhead rig, the cannon, this is what it looks like normally, right? So, good stuff. I like using the DSLR overhead like this because I can mount a lens to it and zoom in, zoom out very, very easily. And then just the crispness of the image is just beyond compare, right? So, yeah. So this is what is this? The Canon T7i up here. So that's what we're working with. Yeah, that's what we're working with. But okay, enough about gear, enough about studios, enough about all that stuff. Let's get in to the nitty gritty. Let's get evil. Yeah, let's get evil. Let's see what this Zaku is looking like, right? So you kind of saw a little bit of it when we were doing the walk around, yeah? So here, let's see. Let's turn this guy around here. And there we go. There's Big Boy. Now, the only thing missing from this mock-up right now are the power cables on the head. One of the cables has gone missing. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I just couldn't find it earlier. So, what are you going to do, right? But hey, shit happens. So there's a few new things that we want to showcase to you guys, right? So let's start with that here. First things first, we got to pull the legs off. Let's get the legs pulled off of the good old torso here, yeah. There we go. All right. So mainly the work has been done on the legs. That's where all of the stuff has kind of been going on here lately, right? Let's get you zoomed in so you can kind of see with a little bit more detail. And see, that's why using a DSLR is so good, is because you see that zoom? I mean, look at this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch it. Watch. Woo! Meow. And then you got super zoom on top of this, which is even better. So that's why I use a DSLR. It's fun, right? There's Dean. What's going on, buddy? Dean, hold on. Let's see. Let's do this Let's do this live. Stay right there. Let's see. Whoa. Hey now. I'm making a mess over here, you guys. You don't even know. This is all for Dean right now. Making a mess for him. Oh my God, what's going on over here? Jesus. Alright, here we go. Coming back. Ugh. Dean? Make that zoom sound again. Alright, let's go one camera. Actually, no, let's stay in two camera and let's just dig into this box, shall we? Because we're gonna look for Dean here. Alright, Dean. So Barbados. Yeah? Here we go. You need the waist and all that, right? So you need that. This mechanism right here, right? And then I'm guessing you need the ball joints here too, right? So, and then you need this probably this whole assembly here, right? All right, cool. This would have been a cool project, right? I mean, look at that. With the UC style front skirts and everything. That would have been a cool project, but I just completely lost interest, you guys. 100%. I completely lost interest in this thing. And honestly, it'll probably never get built. So, that's why I don't have a problem sending this stuff to our boy Dean here. Right? Now, I do have to admit, that's kind of cool. Dean, I'm not going to send this to you. This I think I'm going to keep, because this is gnarly. So, yeah, that could come in handy. I can kit bash this into something else, right? But anyway, all right. So, Dean, so this is what you need here, and then the two ball joints on the legs, right? All right, cool. So we got what you need, right? We got what you need, buddy. So, I will pack this up probably over the weekend. Okay? Once I do, I will shoot you an email. All right? So, rest assured, we got you covered. Mecha Army. Done deal. Nice. All right. So, back to our regularly scheduled program here. Let's see. The legs of this beautiful Zaku, right? Let's start up here first. Yeah, let's get this. Let's get the power cable out of the way. Nice little detail right underneath the power cable. That's so nice, right? Look at that. Yeah, looking good right there. I really like those little details, man. Really like those little details. And then we got a couple little bumpers right here. Just little ones. Nothing crazy. Just to add a visual breakup to this otherwise large, just flat surface. Right? Right? So, yeah. Dean says, are those cables made of magnets? No, just the top is made of a magnet, and this just goes like, bloop, right like that. And it holds pretty damn good, right? Yeah, pretty good. So, let's see, we scribed some new panel lines back here along this guy and up over the top and stuff like that. That looks pretty good. And then the pièce de résistance. Oh, look at that bad boy. Come on, man. Look at these. I mean, that's just yeah. That's evil looking, right? That's evil looking. Just the toe spikes. And the cool thing about them, I really like, is that they're that they're kind of just flat and blocky, right? I dig it. Now, I know a lot of you are throwing out different mobile suits, right, that probably have toe spikes, but honestly, the inspiration from this came from the Yak Doga. So, yeah. Bailey says you're going to put chamfer on those boot horns. Yeah. These are not done in any way, shape, or form. They are still blocked out. So I still have a very long way to go on these. Yes. So these definitely need a lot more work. So just to pull one off here, this is basically what it looks like here. Yeah. What you've got is 6 different layers of plastic strip stacked together. You've got 2 on the high points, and then you've got 1 millimeter layer here, and then you've got another half millimeter layer. So 1.5 millimeters here, 2 millimeters on the different sides. Yeah, and obviously this middle section was cut a millimeter smaller than the outside portions to get that nice recess. Yeah. And then you've got a 2 millimeter stack back here to give that kind of nice, this nice little jut out, portion, which I really like. Now, to show you the modification on the toe, because that's kind of where the real work went into place. Obviously, what I had to do was to cut the notch in the upper, the toe armor here, right? So to do that, there was another peg right here. We had to basically cut through that, remove all that stuff. There was this kind of this built-up kind of plastic wall right here. We had to cut that down and basically chisel that out of there. And that's basically how we got this armor shape. Yeah. Now for the bottom portion, that took a lot more work, because what we needed to do is we needed to make a platform for this thing to sit on like this. Yeah. Now what I did was built this up with 1 millimeter plate. Yeah. And then I sanded it and filed it down to meet the perfect angle inside of the armor. Yeah. So we got that done. Had to backfill in here with baby powder and super glue just to give it a nice stable, a nice stable backing, right? Because I had to file this guy down, and I didn't know if I was going to go through or not, so I played it safe. But basically, that's kind of the mod for the feet. It didn't touch the bottom at all. That's all stock. That's all still looking really good. But you've got this wonderful toe spike now, which, yes, some could say it looks like a rhinoceros horn, which I wouldn't be mad at. I think that's a very good interpretation of it. So be it. Now, that whole look, it's a good look right there. I really do dig that. And especially when, when the foot is flexed and it's just like pointed down. Man, can you imagine getting kicked up in that? No, thank you. Not me. Not today. Not today. Anyway, Dean says, Tim, are you going to SCGMC this year? I don't know. I don't know, Dean. I want to, but my wallet has a differing opinion. So, I don't know. I think it's going to be a game time decision, to be quite honest with you. I don't know. I really don't know. I really want to. Let's put it that way. I really want to get out there. I really want to, because there's going to be a lot of other people out there this year that I would love to see and hang out with. But going to California from Maryland is expensive, man. Because not only do you have to fly out there, you have to rent a car, you have to get the hotel, eat at some point, right? And then you might need a little bit of money to spend at the convention, right? SCGMC after party this year. Yeah, right? I mean, there's always the Mexican food after SCGMC every year, which is amazing, by the way. So, cheers to SCGMC, guys. Oh, my goodness. Bry Guy says, what city in Cali is SCGMC in? This year it's in Pomona. Pomona. I don't know why, I just like saying that. Pomona. Say it. It gives you kind of a tingle. Pomona. And then if you say it often enough, then it'll just sound like nonsense. Yeah, see, Julio Clippin' Nubs, he's going out there. And I think Manny's going with you, right, Julio? Maybe? I don't know. But little Andrew says, Tim, you gonna bull me and be at NYCC like you did? No. No. Okay. Andrew, that is a hard no. I am not going to NYCC this year because that shit is expensive. And quite honestly, I got better shit to do than go to some. NYCC is cool. Don't get me wrong. The only reason why I went was to enter GBWC. Why bother? Why bother? But hey, Julio says I think he might be coming. Okay, so Manny, yeah, that'd be cool. I think you guys will have a great time because it is fun. It is a shit ton of fun. Jeremy Christopher Russells, he's over on Facebook. He says, Tim, how you been? Been doing good, man. How about you? Let's see. Andrew says, it's literally the same price as Anime NYC. Yeah, and that was a huge mistake, too. Honestly, I just wanted to have fun at Anime NYC last year, and I was thinking about entering, and the airdrop didn't get done in time, so whatever. That's kind of why I went. So... But no, dude, not this year. There's not going to be any surprises or anything like that. You have my 100% word. So, Julio says, being in New York is pricey. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Bry Guy says, LOL, my fiance was like, no traveling this year. She controls my wallet now. Yeah, right? Man. Get used to it. Get used to it. So, but you guys, back to the spikes, right? So, the big hurdle with these toe spikes, right, was getting all of these surfaces just dead ass even. That was the hardest part. Now, the one thing that came in amazingly handy, and Luis Ultraman Diner, if you're watching, buddy. Yeah. This guy right here, this Minishima grinding plate, amazing when it came to flattening out these surfaces and everything, right? Because even if you cut your plastic pieces just perfect and you stack them perfect, there's always going to be a little variance in it. There's always going to be some unevenness, right? This guy right here was the tool that I used to flatten these surfaces out. R. Aurora, Andrew 2, what's going on, man? He says, are you going to put in blade in the recess section of... No, okay. He wants to know if I'm going to put a blade in this recess section. No, actually I'm not. I think that would be a little bit too edgy, right? This is pretty edgy. I think that would be a little bit too edgy, right? Now, mind you, what I am going to do is I'm going to put just a little bitty piece right here, right up at the top in the middle and kind of strapping over the top here, just as a way to pull it together, right? Because I don't necessarily like the look of this, this recess just kind of ending there, you know? And then I might actually do the same thing, just kind of a block here, just a little thing at the bottom, just to pull the look together, yeah? Just to... Anyway. Let's see. Says, best of luck with that Brock guy. Weddings are stupid. Yeah, they are stupid expensive. He also says, Brandon says, too edgy. Haha, blade, edge, get it? Yeah, good one. Kenneth Sim could use the idea from Crossbone Gundam leg dagger. Ugh, nah. I'm not doing that thing, man. That's a little... I will let the Crossbone have that. That's way too gimmicky for me. Way too gimmicky for me. But I dig this. I dig the tow horn a lot. I think once everything is finished up with the Zaku, it's painted and all that, man, I think that look is just going to tie it together perfectly and seamlessly. And yeah, I think this is going to look really, really good. Now, mind you, like I said, still a lot of work to do on the tow horn. Still a lot of work to do on the leg and the foot and everything. So, long way to go still. Long way to go still. Zashawn's over there over on Facebook. He says, hiya, Tim. What's going on, buddy? Thank you for tuning in, Z. Jeremy Christopher Russell can't comment on YouTube. Feed is choppy. Weird. Okay. It looks good for everybody else from what it seems like. So, I don't know, man. Very odd. Very odd. Little Andrew says, whose stupid idiotic idea was to design a nightingale and add a dumb schlong piece on it? Genuinely annoyed. I mean, what are you going to do? Lorena Bobbitt that bitch, man. Come on, just chop it. Anyway. Alright. So, Jesus. You guys. Little Andrew, you're too much, man. You're too much sometimes, buddy. Alright. So, let's get the power cables removed off of here so we don't lose these little beads and stuff, right? Because that would be a bad thing. So we're going to carefully remove these here. And this one is nice and... This one actually is nice and tight on here because I've actually threaded this one over the plastic bit here. So this guy right here is threaded right down onto that, which just kind of ties everything together. It makes it the whole look just neater, you know? So there we go. Now, for Dean, hopefully, I don't know if Dean is left or not, but for Dean, yeah, this is just the spring that came with the Zaku, and then we put a little piece of sprue, a little piece of barbed sprue right into the top there, and glued on a teeny tiny magnet right there. And then we have a corresponding magnet right in here that obviously this thing is attracted to, right? and it just pops right into the hole there, and yeah, holds really nice. It's not insanely strong, but it's strong enough to keep the hose on, right? So that's a good thing. But here you can see kind of a better look at these details here on the leg, right? And these are right there on that armor piece. So even if you remove these and kind of went, you know, kind of with a straight up kind of Shin Matsunaga look, you're not going to have that. You're just going to have the straight normal armor pieces. But once you put that back on there, then you got that nice little detail piece right there, which looks really, really quite nice. Yeah? Good stuff. All right. So, with that being said, 11:20 already. Jeez, time is flying by tonight. That's crazy. All right. So, let's get a little bit work done on a little bit more work done on these toes and feet here. So, we're going to remove our foot unit here, and remember, if you guys forgot already, this thing is popped in just to the bottom there, just using these 1mm steel rods. Works really nicely. And that's just a epoxy putty in there, just to make a nice foundation for it, right? So, all right. So with that being said, let's take a look here and see what else we can kind of do to this thing. So let's get our eyes pulled down here. Let's see where we're at here. Okay, cool. So we need to clean up that little recess area in here, because that's got a little glue residue in here, which is not surprising. So we're just cleaning that out of there. Okay. All right. So now, let's explore. Let's explore this little cap here. What we can do with that, right? Because I think that's going to be an important part of this look. Now, if we were to say go 2mm with this thing, I think that might look pretty good up and around, or at least 2mm this way, maybe 1mm that way, right? All right, now that's 1.5mm there. 2mm is too thick, but what does, let's see. What does 1mm look like in here? Is this 1mm or is this 1.5? Let's see. No, that's 1.5 as well. Here's our 1mm right here. Bingo. Yep, this is what we want. All right, so let's see here. Oh. Got a little bit too much space there, yeah? So I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to stack two strips, two corresponding strips, and then make our make our bar that way, right? That fits into this thing. So what we need here is we need, let's see, a 2mm by 1mm. Let's see if we can find that over here in the weeds. And it doesn't look like I have it here. So let's dig into styrene strip stash over here, right? So we need 1mm by 2, which is right here. Okay, get one of these guys out here. And then we're going to need a 2mm by 0.5mm. But actually, what I'm going to try is 2mm by 1/4mm. Let's see what this looks like. I think this might be actually a little bit better. But let's find out, shall we? Let's find out. So we're going to just put our styrene strip off to the side here. And let's see. So stacked up, you've got a 1mm strip. You got a 1mm strip and you've got a 1/4mm strip here, right? So that's 1 1/4 millimeters here. This little groove in here is actually 1.5 millimeters. So this will actually leave a little bit of space on either side for us to kind of mess around with, right? And that's not terrible. I'm not sold on it though, right? I'm just not sold on it. So we're gonna put the 1/2 millimeter or the 1/4mm off to the side. Let's get a 1/2 millimeter pulled out here and let's see what that looks like. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we can definitely put our strip styrene away. So now we've got, let's see, we've got a 1mm here, we've got a 1/2 millimeter here. Let's play with this and see what this looks like in this groove here. Yeah. Yeah, that's the ticket right there. That's what we want. That fits perfectly. Yeah. You know what? My thought process is this: is that with excuse me, with the glue and everything like that, it adds an incremental layer of thickness, right? So with that 1/4 millimeter, you can make up for it. Yeah. It just seemed a little bit too wide, and this 1.5 millimeters right now is loose enough in this groove here, right? It's loose enough in this groove that I'm not worried about the glue adding too much thickness to it, right? So yeah, we'll go with this. We'll go with this. Now, we don't need a lot of this. We only need probably, I don't know, maybe 15 millimeters of 15 millimeters of strip for both feet at this point, right? So let's get this measured out here real quick, and then we'll get this stacked, and we'll go from there. Let's see, the L square. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna measure out 15 millimeters. Doesn't have to be exact at this point. Not a big deal, right? Let's get the chopper into camera position, because that's important. And all right. Now, since this is a brand new strip of plastic, what I like to do is just chop the end off, just to make sure it's nice and square, right? So we're just gonna pop that off real quick, and then bring it over to the stop block, get one length there, two length there. Pop that off to the side. Again, same thing here. We're just gonna clip the very end off. There's one. There's two. Cool. So now we have our stacks, right? Now we have to go about gluing them up. Now, I like to live dangerously, so I'm actually going to use super glue for these, just to make it a little bit quicker, right? Because what we're going to need to do is sand them down anyway. So even if they're not completely aligned properly, it's not a super huge deal, right? Not a super huge deal. Anyway, all right. So we get our amazing Bob Smith Industries. Here's the big boy, big old 2-ounce bottle, right? Good stuff. My favorite super glue now. I'm completely converted over to it. I am. I'm completely converted. There are still uses for Loctite. Don't get me wrong. But as a general purpose hobby super glue, man, this stuff is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, now, when I'm gluing up stuff like this, I like to use my 1-2-3 blocks, the solid ones, mainly because it's super easy to get super glue off of here, because like you just saw, you can scrape it off of here with your chisel blade and it comes right up, right? So now this thing is just dead smooth now. And you know, and same thing for the other side here. Watch this. You can just scraping up the remnants of super glue off this thing. And see, and there you go. And it's smooth once again, right? Now you can do this with, you know, just like a straight, like razor blade. Whatever floats your boat, really. But like I said, what I like to do, and the reason why I like to use this is because if you do happen to get super glue on this, you can pop it right off of here with zero issues. Zero issues. So, with that being said, let's get the eyes down here. Let's grab this little guy with the tweezers. Let's get a little super glue on this, everybody. All right. Let's get the nasty crud off the tip of the bottle there. And we're just going to lay down just a very, very thin application of super glue to this strip, right? So now comes the fun part, the alignment. All right, let's see. Very careful, very careful, very careful. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Ah. Utter some bitch. Come on. Okay. Now, for those of you that actually remember the no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, stop phrase, I salute you. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Now, the main thing that was giving me problem is because I have super glue on the points of my tweezers here. So we got to get these off here. We got to get that off here. So we're going to just use a X-Acto knife. We're just going to scrape off the blades here. Just sharpen these bad boys up a little bit. Steel sharpens steel, right? So that's what we're doing. We're just kind of getting all that crud off of there, cleaning these up. There we go. There we go. All right, so these are clean once again. Now, let's perfect. That's a good grab there. Let's get some super glue on this guy. Okay. Perfect amount. Now, alignment. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. Perfect. perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, just good enough. Like we've said, right? Alright. So there. So we've got our two thicknesses of bars that we're going to use here in this gap. And that looks perfect. Looks perfect. Let's see. Brandon, Tim, as of right now, is not going to SCGMC. Said it will definitely be a game day decision, unfortunately. Let's see. Stop 619 asked that, right? Tim, or anyone who might know, are you going to bring airdrop to SCGMC this year? Man, I wish I could, dude. Excuse me. Yeah, like I said earlier, I really want to go, but my wallet has second thoughts about that at this point. So, what are you gonna do, right? What are you gonna do? But that doesn't necessarily outrule me going. It just means that I don't know as of yet. So, there you go. That's the best answer I can give you, buddy. I'm sorry. I really do want to go. I really do. Especially after last year, because it was amazing. Yeah. So, what are you going to do? Chris R. Saboten. Yes, Saboten Con is going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. Bailey says live stream fails abound. Yeah, and this one probably, yeah, right? Especially with the technical difficulties and stuff like that we had a little bit earlier with the no sound and everything. But the walk around seemed to go okay. Yeah, seemed to go well. Yeah. Freddie says, prepare your liver for Saboten. Dude, yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. And speaking of Saboten, here, just let me kind of talk about this for just a few seconds here, you guys. So, if you guys don't know, Saboten Con in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, is August 31st to September 2nd. It's Labor Day weekend, right? So, it's actually from Friday to Monday. I'm going to be there all 4 days. I'm a special guest of the convention, which is going to be awesome. There are going to be at least 4 classes, workshop, demo things that I put on, right? And then there are going to be 2 that I'm going to be assigned to by the guys at Saboten. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I know one of them that the guys out there are working on is going to have to do with live streaming in YouTube, or kind of that media in general, which I think is going to be a lot of fun because I can talk about this shit all day, right? Because I've learned a ton in about this medium in the past year that we've been doing these things, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a lot of fun doing something like that. But then, we're going to do stuff, I hope to do stuff on simple details, scribing, and hopefully we can do kind of a photo workshop, a photography workshop and stuff like that, yeah. So, yeah, I think that be kind of cool, right? So, Saboten Con, Chris and the boys out in Phoenix are putting on a modeling competition on Saturday with some really cool prizes. Don't miss out on that. And then I'm going to be joined by my boys, those Gundam guys, and girl. Armita's going to be there too. So, can't forget Armita, right? But yeah, those Gundam guys are going to be there, which is going to be a lot of fun. And lots of people coming out. So please come out to Saboten Con in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona. Yes, it's going to be a bit warm. Prepare for that. But it's going to be inside. Air conditioning. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it too much. Yeah. So come on out to Saboten Con. It's going to be amazing. Going to be a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Lots of fun. Yeah. Wilbert Ramos is over there on YouTube, and he says, would you be down to go to Nan Desu Can, and I'm probably butchering that name, in Denver? I'd be totally down. Yeah. I mean, if they want to have me out and all that, sure. Why not? I mean, obviously it depends on the dates and stuff like that, but yeah. If these conventions and places want to have me out, I'll go out and preach the word of Gunpla. Hell yeah. I'll do that. Man, that's, getting out there and meeting and interacting with people. Dude, that's so much fun. Yeah. Bry Guy says, we want Tim at NC. Dude, I'll be there. Shit, yeah. Man. Hell yeah, dude. Like, any place that wants to have me, shit. I'll probably come out. Right? I'll probably come out. So, yeah. They want to... Now, mind you, I mean... I'm not gonna... I can't exactly spend my own money to go everywhere, because I'm not well off like that. But yeah, if these places want to fly me out and put me up and all that stuff, shit, yeah, I'll be down. I'll be down for whatever, man. Come out, do classes, interact, shoot the shit with people, hang out. Yes, that's fun to me. That's just fun. Some of these assholes want to charge like an appearance fee and stuff like that. Get out of here with that shit. Come on. Nah. I don't charge for that. 'Cause this is fun. Yeah. Shit's fun. So. Anyway. Let's see. Brandon 5268, come back to Michigan. Dude, I would love to. Dude, Zach up there at Galactic Hobbies was amazing. And really all the guys at Galactic Hobbies were amazing, dude. I loved being there. And Zach and I talk all the time now. He's like a friend, which is super cool. So, yeah, I mean, wherever these places want to have me, I'll go. Shit, yeah, I will go. So, it's fun times. Julio says, come out to SCGMC if that's the case. LMFAO. Yeah, dude, I mean, like I said, SCGMC is grassroots, So, I know kind of the inner workings and how, Clem and Angel and all those guys put together SCGMC, so I would never, ever expect them, to pay my way. It's just that, nah, those guys are friends, right? So I go out to support my friends at that point, right? So if I can afford it, dude, I will be out there. Absolutely 100%. So, yeah, that's what friends do. That's what friends do. Mecha Army. Brandon says we need a bigger gunplay community in Michigan, right? Yeah, get Norm up there. Gunplay. That poor guy. I'm sure he's getting dragged on that. Anyway, Bry Guy says, Preacher George and Pastor Tim need to praise and speak the holy words of Gundam to us at North Kakalaki. Yes. Man, that would be so much fun, right? That would be a stupid amount of fun. Oh my god. Freddie says, we don't have the budget for that. Yeah, dude, and like I said, I would never expect you guys to do that. Come on. I mean, no. That's not even an option in my mind, right? You guys are like I said, you guys are like family. I'm not, no. It's not even a thing. Don't even, yeah. Let's see. Chris Pabs is over there on Facebook. What's up, dude? Welcome back. Chris has been out of the country for what, 2 weeks, and then he got sick coming back, so he's back into the rotation, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Excuse me. Bailey says, Bry Guy, we will have Tim come through Hangar 18 at some point soon. Just be prepared to drive to Cary. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Julio says, everyone buy a Mecha Army hat. ASAP, yeah? Dude, and honestly, if you guys haven't checked out Julio's Mecha Army hat, Clippin' Nubs over there on Instagram, it looks good on him. I gotta say. It looks good, man. The camo was a good choice for Mecha Army. I gotta say that. I got my gray one, which obviously I'm a fan of gray. What are you gonna do? But I'm seriously contemplating getting the camo. Yeah, because it looks pretty damn good. The camo is a good look, you guys. I gotta admit, especially for the Mecha Army. Just in the white block letters and everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, Gary's got a Mecha Army hat. He rocks it. Hell yeah. And he's got a Chowda Mecha hat, you guys. I don't even have a Chowda Mecha hat. So Gary is nice, right? Oh, no, wait. I thought you had a... Wait, Gary, I thought you had a Mecha Army hat. It's a shirt. Oh, you got a shirt. It's a Chowda Mecha hat. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I got mixed up. But yeah, I don't even have a Chowda Mecha hat. He's got one. It's fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. But yeah, see, Chris, nobody but him has a Titans beanie. He's the only one in the world. Well, maybe. I don't know. But, yeah, so. Saboten Con is a definite. I'm going to that. SCGMC, I want to go. I don't know if my wallet's going to let me. But if you can get to SCGMC, absolutely go. Support those Gundam guys. It is the biggest Gunpla competition in the United States. Hell, probably North America. Bigger than GBWC. Go support these guys because they put it on. They're grassroots. They're not backed by anybody but themselves, right? They do it for the love. So go to SCGMC, support, represent, right? There you go. Anywho, let's see. Stop 619. I'd totally rock a Gunplay hat. Holy shit. Dude, I could not... So, right now, after reading that, I have a little devil on this shoulder saying, make a Gunplay hat. But I've got a little angel on this side saying, don't do it. It's just, it would feed into the barrage of just, don't do it. But the devil's just like, fucking do it. Gunplay hat, motherfucker. Torn. I'm very torn right now. But I have to admit, it is a wonderfully trolly idea. It really, really is. It is a wonderful trolly idea. Oh my god. And dude, and you've got me now seriously thinking about doing a Gunplay hat. Or whatever. Fuck. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't no. I can't do that. I can't do that, guys. They will never have me on Tested if I do. And that's kind of like one of the goals. I would love to be on Tested. Would love to meet Norm and The ultimate. Oh my god, the ultimate. The ultimate would be able to meet like Adam Savage and just talk shop with him. And that would I would die happy. I would fucking die happy. Just shooting your shit with him and talking about models and stuff like that. Come on. Come on, man. That would be amazing, right? Yeah. But anyway, I have to leave my options open, you guys, right? And making a gunplay hat would probably start to restrict those. Yeah? Poor Norm. He knows not what he does. Gunplay. Fuck. Oh, man. Noise, Gary says, Noise gunplay shirt about to drop. Yeah, right? Oh, man, oh, man. That poor guy. Like I said, he's probably getting dragged. He really is. He's probably getting dragged on that. Yeah, you know, and Norm should read the... Freddy's over here on YouTube, and he says, Norm should read the video comments. Been saying gunplay for years. Yeah, I mean... But you know what? By now, it might just be his thing. Think of it this way. Think of it this way, you guys. We're trolling him. But could it be he's trolling us? Think about it. Think about it. It's a distinct possibility. Space Rat 53. Raptors just won the NBA Finals. I don't follow basketball. I'm not a basketball guy. I'm an NFL guy. And a very, very little, just this much Major League Baseball. Other than that, whatever. Chris Pabs over there on Facebook, he says he should just own it. Right? He should just own it. He should just be like, yeah, I say gunplay, motherfuckers. What? What are you going to do about it? Norm from Tested. Right? Like, come on. Oh. HRO 148. At least he means well. And that's, you know what? And that's the thing. He does mean well. I think Norm is one of those genuinely good, salt of the earth people that is genuinely interested in things like that, right? Or at least that's how he comes across in video, right? He could be a complete asshole off camera. He could be. He could be a massive dick off camera. But he doesn't seem like it, right? He doesn't seem like it. So, yeah. Oh, Bailey! He says send him a Gunpla hat. I think we might have to do that, you guys. I think we might have to do that. Oh, I think Bailey's got the idea of the night. Holy shit. I think he might. That big cheers to you, B. That's a solid idea. That is a solid idea. Yeah, I think we might have to do that. I think we might. Yeah. I think we might have to do that. Norm Chan, if you're watching, you might have a Gunpla hat coming your way, buddy. Oh! What would be even better? What would be even better? Think about this, you guys. Gunpla hat? You know the Gunpla definition shirt? It has the pronunciation and everything on it. So we can't fuck it up. Right? Oh. a decent idea. It's a decent idea. So trolly. Oh my god, you guys. You guys are so trolly. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I respect it. But damn, that's trolly. Trollish. Oh, Chris Pabs, he says, and ruin that do? Oh, with the hat, right? Yeah, Norm Chan has a definite coif that he's rocking the whole time. It's a look. It's a look. Kenneth Sim says, sorry, I kind of lost with gunplay. Okay, so Kenneth, to bring you up to speed, the Adam Savage's YouTube channel, Tested, has host Norm Chan, and Harry, the owner of New Type HQ, was recently on one of their videos, and Norm continues to mispronunciate the term gunpla. Instead, he says the word. He says words. He says gunplay, not gunpla, gunplay. Right? So he completely mispronounces it. So that's kind of where all this stems from. And he said it for a while now. Yeah. So. Yeah, HR148 says, didn't the dude from New Type try to call it Gunpla? I think he did, right? I think he pronounced it several times, but I just don't think Norm was picking it up, picking up what he was putting down. So, like I said, maybe he's trolling us. Think about it. I mean, the Illuminati, the chemicals in the water, chemtrails, gunplay. It's all conspiracy theory. Oh fuck. Anyway, gunplay. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, maybe the guy is just. I don't know. But I think sending him something, with the words on it, I think is a fabulous idea. Brandon says, I'm excited to Diaz to come back at Edwin and the DC. Stipe fight, I think, is highly underrated. Amazing match. You guys talking about MMA? I follow that a little bit. Just a little bit. Warner's making the frogs gay. Javier, yes. Holy shit. Oh, yeah, that's funny. That's pretty damn funny. That's one for the ages, isn't it? Anyway. Stop 619. He says he seems genuinely into Plamo. I agree, right? Norm seems to be interested in this stuff, right? You see him on with Frank Ippolito in his shop and stuff like that, and Frank Ippolito, however the fuck you say his name, I don't know. You see him. Walk Norm through like resin casting and dry brushing and painting and making little dioramas and stuff, and it's really cool. He's just like a kid in a candy store, just like, ooh, give me that, right? He does seem genuinely interested. It seems pretty cool, right? So yeah. Let's see. We the meme crew, right? Bry guy, yeah. Pretty much. Kenneth Sim. Oh, so that's where it's from. Yeah. Freddie Torres. Gunplay on IG is interesting. That's a double-edged sword right there, bro. I'm not gonna look up that hashtag on Instagram. It ain't gonna happen. It's probably a bunch of dudes doing like the what's that? Equilibrium. The gun kata shit. The Christian Bale, the Kung Fu with the guns. Y'all remember that movie? It was a good movie, Equilibrium. If you haven't seen it, look it up. It was really good. It was really good. Oh no. Gary says, Julio, send some freaky hand to Tim, and Julio says, already did. Oh shit. I gotta get. I haven't been. Shit, I haven't been the post office box in like a week. Who knows? Who knows what's in there? Who knows? Yeah. I know. I know Kyle, Clueless Gumpla, had said he sent me something. So I gotta hit up the. I think I'm gonna hit it up tomorrow. I'm not sure, or at least I'm gonna try. Right. I'm gonna try to hit up the post office box tomorrow and see. Hopefully, I got some freaky fingers in there from Julio, because that'll lighten up my day right there, man. Hell yeah. Jason PS3, what is this? He says, God damn that 160th new Gundam, why isn't it a perfect grade, right? Like, kind of a no-brainer, right? It would seem. But no, they wanted to go all out and charge people $1,000 for a 160th metal build, right? Like, oof, yeah. Crazy Astray, he's over there on YouTube. He says gets a metal structure 160 before a 160th, Y band. Yeah, perfect grade. Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it either, you guys. I don't get it. But it's Bandai. Sometimes they do weird things, right? Sometimes they do weird things. We have to roll with the punches, right? We have to roll with the punches. Edwin RSA. Edwin's over there on YouTube. What's up, Edwin? He says, have an idea for MMA themed build. Need to do it for my next project. Nice. Gary, someone clipped that. Bry guy, LOL, freaky hand crew, right? No, team freaky fingers, right? Because you got the little hand on your finger, freaky fingers. That's what it is. Freaky fingers. Shout out to Julio. Clipping nubs. Let's see. Jeremy Christopher Russell. He's back over here on YouTube, guys. His logo idea. It's a Gumpla thing you wouldn't understand. Oh, man. I don't know, man. Maybe just for Norm, right? Again, that's so trollish. I don't want to. I know it's a long shot, you guys. I know it's a super big long shot, but I want to keep that avenue open. I do, because it's like a dream, right? It's like a dream of mine, like aspiration, if you will. Yeah. Hashtag goals. To, just kind of show my face in some capacity on Tested, right? So, if I troll the kid too much, man, who knows if that's gonna happen? Yeah. So, I'm playing it safe with that. I'm playing it safe. Sending him some Gunpla shit, got no problem with that. I think that's gonna happen. I think that has to happen, right? But trolling him with the gunplay, it might be a bridge too far. Anyway. Billy says, that new Gundam has got to be the same size as a small child like the Neo Zeon. Yeah, dude, right? It's going to be beefy. Joshua Nicholas, he's over there on YouTube. He says, we'll get a third-party plastic version of that new. Yeah, dude, it's a matter of time, right? The Chinese companies are going to bootleg the shit out of that thing. Julio says, Freaky Finger Army. Whoop, whoop. Nice. Team Freaky Fingers, an offshoot of Team Awful. Awful Freaky Fingers. There you go. Tell Adam. Awful Freaky Fingers. There you go. I think that sounds good. Ruslan Bill says, they will sell you a few of the metal new to make a good profit. Yeah, right? Shit. That ain't happening, bro. No. Let's see. Bry guy. Oh yeah, Julio. I have to post a pic of mine. It's tatted and painted. Now I'm wondering what I missed. Freddie says Tim will be untested eventually. I mean, hey, fingers crossed, you guys, right? Fingers crossed. We all have dreams. That's just kind of one of mine, right? Mainly because I like Adam Savage. I fucking love that guy. And if you don't like him, you're not meant for this world. You're really not, because like he is just absolutely one of the most just kind of big kids when it comes to building. He just loves building shit so much. He is a true maker, right? And I can relate to that so much, because I kind of am the same way, right? So that's why I like the dude, man. And he just seems really down to earth, and he's, and he does shit cool, and he just takes it to that next level, which I respect so damn much. So, yeah, it's a dream. It's an aspiration. It's a goal. Who knows? Who knows? So, man. Brandon says, I think the wife would really kill me if I spent that much on another tool again this month. Yeah. the spinny blade things from God Hand. A little expensive, but they suit the bill. They fill that kind of void for what's needed, Chris Pab says it's 1/60th if you've seen the G system. It's the same height. Yeah. Gary says I need to finish my new Gundam HWS before they release that metal new. Yeah, dude. Julio says, have you reached out to Tested? To be honest with you, I have. Yeah. When they were still doing kind of like the mailbox thing segment on their channel, I did. Yeah. I sent them 2 large size prints of the Hummingbird. Yeah. Never heard anything back. It was a long shot, and I'm sure they get a ton of shit sent to them, right? I'm not mad at that at all. It is what it is. I can hope that it's hanging on the walls at the Tested headquarters, right? That I can only hope. Yeah. Hell, maybe it's hanging up on Adam Savage's wall at home. Who knows, right? One can dream. Let's see. That spinning blade cost 5,000 yen. What? Everybody's like, what? Yeah, $50 for the set. Yeah. I mean, that's for God Hand stuff, that's fairly reasonable. Yeah. That's not outrageous, I don't think. Now, if you guys are talking about for one blade, then yeah, fuck that. But for the set, it's not terrible. Let's see. There's a set on Hobby Search for 2,400 yen. Really? Is that the one? But is that the one with the little barb in the center, or is it like the old school ones like I have that are kind of crap? See, the barb, I think that makes a huge difference, because the barb it helps center the spinny chisel thing. So yeah. Bry Guy says I was talking about my freaky hand that Julio gave me, Tim. I tatted it and painted it. Hold on. Time out, Brian. Time out, dude. Are you saying that you tatted up the little freaky hand thing on your body? Is that, like, am I understanding you right now? Like, 'cause, I mean, if you did, I mean, hey, that's dedication to the group, It really is. I'm not gonna lie. I respect that if that's the case. But I want to make sure I'm in line here, right? Brandon says, any recommendations on that, Tim? Looking for a way to make shallow holes to inlay round metal parts without buying the God Hand spin blades. The best thing I can tell you is drill bits, right? Go very, very light on drilling, and then you can kind of inlay. I mean, because that's what we used to do back in the day before the God Hand spinny things, right? Now, mind you, they're not going to be flat, but they're not going to be terrible either. You can still, I mean, you can, maybe put a drop of super glue in there to kind of fill in the triangular, the conical bit. Maybe a little bit of putty or something like that to flatten out the bottom. It's all, they're all options, right? All options. Julio says, LMFAO, he tatted the hand on the hand. Now I'm even more confused, buddy. I'm even more confused now. I don't even know. He tatted the hand on the hand. What is this, like an exhibit? Kind of pimp my ride type of thing? Yo, dog, I heard you like hands. So we tatted your hand on your hand. Like, what? Bry Guy says, no, I just painted it on. No tattoos on myself. Okay. When you said tatted, I was just like, what? But mind you, like I said, if that was the case, I respect the dedication. Julio, it might be a tattoo idea for you, buddy. Get a freaky fingers right here on the shoulder or something. Come on. There you go. There you go. Julio says I'm crying. Nice. Oh, man. Enrico Asanohashi. What's going on, Enrico? Good to see you, buddy. He says you can use the Wave high-grade chisel really cheap after drilling. Oh, yeah, you know what? Somebody had mentioned that. Christian Herrera. We had talked about these little chisel things last time. And Christian actually replied, and he said these make really good. These work really well in that kind of spinny, flat thingy, right? Area. So mind you, I haven't tested it, but looking at the shape of the chisel and everything, I think he might be onto something here, you guys. Yeah. So that's a good call. And Enrico, thank you for reminding me. Yeah. So these dumb little wave chisels might actually have a secondary use. A secondary non-intended use that actually might be even better than their actual intended use, right? So, and these are cheap too. These are like $5-6 on HLJ and Hobby Search and stuff like that. So, might be an option, right? Might be an option. Never know. Yeah. Tim Chata Mecha, first of his name. Breaker of plastic, right? Yeah, there you go. Julio says, I think I just might get it tatted. Dude, you got to. Come on. You got to. I think it works. I think it just works. Let's see. Enrico says, I have one in my hands as we speak. Look at that. Great minds think alike, right? Bry Guy says, LL, I'll only tattoo it on myself if the Freaky Finger crew does. Julio, I think you have your mission, buddy. I think Team Awful, Team Freaky Fingers, whatever, they need to get matching tats. I think you have your mission, buddy. I think you have your mission. Oh, man. Let's see. 600 yen on, what is it, HLJ, Enrico? Yeah, 600 yen. So that's what, about $5 US? Inexpensive. Freddie says durable too. Yeah, exactly. Jeremy Christopher Russell, due to lack of hobby local hobby resources. I was quite surprised to find many useful tools at my wife's nail salon store. Dude, yes. And that's the funny thing. You go to like these craft stores, like your local craft store, Michael's, Joann's, AC Moore, places like that in the U.S. I'm sure there are others outside of the U.S. that are very, very similar. But these kind of big box, kind of craft stores, you can find a ton of stuff in there, like down at the jewelry aisles and stuff like that. You go to like these makeup stores and stuff like that. Bring your wife, girlfriend, mother, whatever, so it's not weird, right? And you look in there and up and down the aisles, and they got some crazy cool shit, man. Like the makeup sponges that we use for decals and stuff like that. Absolutely. You can find a ton of stuff in there. Hell yeah. But yeah, just think outside the box. Think outside the box. Freddie says, that's what I use for heavy plastic removal. Oh, the wave chisels. Yeah, I could see that. Julio says, if I get one, you got to get it now. Dude, I'm not team Freaky Fingers. I love the Freaky Fingers, but I'm not team Freaky Fingers. I'm not like, at least I don't consider myself, like that, right? I mean, if you guys consider me that, then I'm very flattered, but I wouldn't think that I'm a part of that, I don't know. Excuse me. Julio says, I kind of have a... Oh, I just lost the comment here. I kind of have a demon hand tatted on me now. Oh, so you need the Freaky Fingers to go along with it, right? Bry Guy says, everyone has to customize their freaky hand, though. Nice. Julio says, gonna be a weird contrast, right? Oh, man. Bailey says there are Neuron ones that just came out. They have the barb that the new God Hands have. Yes! And the cool thing about the Neuron, whatever they're called, is that they are flat blades, like kind of like your Olfa chisel blade, right? So they actually fit in your standard hobby knife handle, yeah? So that's a cool thing about those. Zach from Galactic Toys said he's going to be sending me some of those to test out, so that'll be really cool. So shout out to Galactic Toys, shout out to Zach for hooking it up, man. Good dude, man. Good dude. But yeah, I think those are really cool because then they come in two flavors. They come in the straight and then they come in the tapered versions as well, which I think are really cool because the tapered ones, will have a little bit of a reveal around whatever circular detail that you're installing at that point too, which is kind of a nice thing. Helps that, panel lining fluid get in there and just kind of create that pseudo shadow that we're all looking for. So yeah, the Neurons, I definitely think they're going to be pretty nice and extremely useful. Yeah. Brandon says, thinking out loud, those super cheap diamond Dremel grinding bits might just work. Use the tip of the cylinder ones to get a small circle imprint. I might try that. Actually, yeah. These small flat cylindrical ones actually work really well because not only are they serrated on the side, but they're actually serrated on the top too. So I've actually used this to kind of get that. Now the drawback is they don't come in a ton of sizes. This is like a 3mm. So unless you have like a 3mm circular detail, you're basically SOL. So yeah, it's an option still. It's an option. Julio says Courtney painted her freaking... I saw that, right? So for those of you guys that don't know, Courtney, the Daft Robo, Shane's wife on Instagram, it's so great. She's amazing. She took her little freaky hand and painted a little fingernail polish on him. It's just hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Jay Lynch, I have a 4-in-1 nail sanding and polish that makes wonders on plastic. Yeah, I've seen those. Zashawn says, guys, Warriors lost, but hats off to Toronto. Again, NBA. I don't follow it, man. I don't follow it. But for those of you that do, more power to you, man. We all have our things, right? Stop 619. Car guys use nail polish for painting kits, wild colors. Yeah, dude. And, oh, it's up there. I've used it before, too, in testing and everything. I haven't used it in an actual piece or anything. But, yeah, you can absolutely use nail polish. Absolutely. Julio, going back to the Team Freaky Fingers, he says, you're in, Tim. Check the mail. Dude, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I just, I have this thing about not assuming that I'm part of something. I don't know. It's just one of those things. One of those things. I don't want to assume that I am part of something unless I am told I am part of something. Yeah? It's like one of those people that just, like, invites themselves into things. I'm very conscious of that. So, just my personality. But hey, if you say I'm Team Freaky Fingers, buddy. Cool deal. Bailey says, fuck that, I'll walk in Ulta without my wife and strut like it's nothing. Pick up them low lint makeup removal pads and sponges. Dude, Bailey, you're a braver man than me, buddy. You are a braver man than me. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. It just seems, I don't know. I just couldn't do it. Bry Guy says, join the dark side, Tim. Nice. Brandon says, same here, Bailey. I go into Ulta by myself and buy shampoo and face wash. Usually the only guy in the store. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, and I don't get embarrassed easily, but for some strange reason that, doing something like that would probably embarrass me. So it's, I don't know, weird. It's just weird, right? Weird. Brandon 5069 says, what brand is that? Neron, Neron. Bailey put it in the chat, so thank you, B. They are usually sold at places that have Madworks stuff. I think Madworks distributes them, if I understand correctly, right? Let's see. Yeah, and Ruslan says, once again, check out the hole cutting bits. Yeah. If they're small enough, obviously, right? If they're small enough. Brandon says, can find more of those Dremel bits in smaller sizes by jewelry making tools. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. I didn't think about that, but yeah. They might get expensive then because jewelry making shit can run a bit high, right? So, just careful of the prices and stuff, I guess, right? Bailey says, I have a friend that sprays nail polish almost exclusively. Some great colors. Right? Let's see. Hey, there's Wilson. What's going on, buddy? I plugged your Facebook page earlier, bud. So, thank you again for your graphic showing the the chroma flare and the paint layers and stuff like that. So, I think that'll definitely help people out. But Wilson's over there on Facebook. He says a lot of builders here in Philippines are using nail polish as base paint. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just lacquer paint, right? It's lacquer paint. Now, mind you, in my testing, at least for the stuff here in the States, make sure you use something that doesn't have a retarder in it, like Mr. Leveling Thinner. Don't use that because nail polish already has that in it. Use the simple stuff, the Mr. Thinner. That's all you need, right? In my testing, when I did use the Mr. Leveling Thinner, it took hours for the lacquer to cure properly. But once it did, it rock solid, right? So yeah, don't use anything with a retarder in it because it'll just make the process that much longer to cure. So, but yeah, hey, if Wilson's saying it, man, that's gospel to me, man. He knows his shit when it comes to painting, dude. Let's see. Crazy Ashtray used chameleon pigment on my kits. Nice. Bry Guy says, all this makeup store talk, I need to go to Sephora for face cleansing wipes. Nice. Polo! Hey, dude! Oh, man. Polo's over there. Polo, I'm going to butcher your last name, bro. Bormate? God, I hope I'm saying that right. Polo Bormate. Man, Polo's a fucking cool ass builder, man. And I know Polo, I haven't seen much, come out of your way recently. And if you have done stuff, I'm sorry I haven't noticed it, buddy, but Polo makes some amazing shit, dude. And a cool ass guy, man. And he says nail polish works, bruh. That's another one I kind of take as gospel right there from Polo, man. Good dude, man. Good dude. HR148, what is the tool called? Oh, you mean the spinny thingy. Neron. Neron. Basically, if they sell MadWorks, they'll probably have those spinny, bladey things. So, yeah. Rob Umbar, he's over there on YouTube. What's going on, Rob? He says, nail polish and paints, what are the differences? Not much. Not much. One has, nail polish has a little bit more retarder in it, and it's marketed as nail polish. And lacquer paints have no retarder in it, and they're marketed toward hobbyists. So, yeah, I mean, realistically, there's no difference at all in what you get. They're paints. Yeah, they're paints. But Bailey says nail polish tends to have pretty heavy mica pigment for reflectivity. Very good point. And are usually always gloss. That's fair. That's fair. Rob says, thanks for the info. Gary says, okay, back to painting. Gary, have a good one, buddy. Have a nice time painting Mecha Army. Yeah. Complex Uruguay. Well, I'm off to sleep. See you around, guys. Javier, thank you for watching, buddy, as always. And it's about 12:30, so we've gone about 2.5 hours this evening. So good stream, I think. We're going to be back here tomorrow night because tonight was Wednesday's stream. So we're going to be back here on tomorrow night, Friday, to finish out the week. And hopefully it'll be a fun one, just like tonight's, right? Probably get a little bit more work done tomorrow night. I know tonight we did a lot of talking, a lot of answering questions, the studio tour and all that, right? Giving a shout out to Wilson and Polo over there. But yeah. Fun times. Good stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. Yeah, I think it's been fun. So, real quick, guys, if you want to pick up one of these cool-ass Grim Reaper shirts, head over to www.chowdamecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You'll find shirts, hats, and bags, and some other cool stuff in there. And if you are interested in any of the tools and stuff like that we've very limitedly worked with here tonight, check the Amazon link just below here on YouTube and on Twitch. That side if you're watching on Facebook, though. We've got tools and materials. We've got camera gear for streaming. We've got books for inspiration. So all that stuff already sourced and curated for you. I do get a little bit of a commission based off of the stuff you buy. It goes to help out the stream. The mic that we showed earlier that you hear so crisply and so cleanly right now is a perfect example of that. So buy everything that you want. It helps out the stream, right? Aside from that, if you need models, if you need paints, if you need Mecha Decal 001 dubs, our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store, Adam and the folks down there will definitely hook you up with some good stuff, right? So, man, with that being said, you guys, have an awesome beginning of your day tomorrow, the rest of your day tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night to finish out the week and maybe get a little bit more done on the Zaku, right? A little bit more than we did tonight, yeah? So, anyway, guys, have a wonderful day. Go build something cool. Stay safe out there, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.